Well, I got in my mind that I'm going to build a really simple guitar called a Diddley Bow. And I'm going to use a cigar box to make that, a dowel rod. I'm going to need a drill to put it all together, a spade bit for putting a hole in the side of the box, a D'Addario string. I got a G string that is 0.66 millimeters. And then I've got these little rivets there that I'm going to put in there to keep the string from rubbing directly against the wood. I couldn't find a tuner, so I'm actually going to use this to tune. We're going to wrap the string around this and adjust the tension by pulling on that, and this will be screwed to the underside of the dowel. And of course we need some screws. They're flathead, combo pan head actually, but you have to have a flat head so the string can go through it. And this will act as both the bridge and the nut. And of course you need a ruler so that you can measure things, and some drill bits to drill holes. And that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna video this in little pieces. Alright, got to find the middle of the side of the box. My whole box is 7 inches long, so half of that is 3.5. So I'm just going to make a little mark here at the 3.5 spot. And I'm going to do that same thing on the other side, and that's going to get us ready to drill the hole. Okay, going to use that 1-inch spade bit to drill that hole in the side. Starting to drill that hole in the side of the box. Can't hold the camera and the drill at the same time, so you'll know what it'll look like. Alright, now we're putting that dowel inside the cigar box there, and then we're going to clean up that sawdust. Well, just realized my first error. I was actually hoping to not put it on this side or close to that side, so I've kind of done it backwards, but that's okay. It's a live and learn kind of a deal. I'm basically going to leave about 3 inches of that sticking out. The nut's going to go about here, and then I'm going to drill a hole through here for the string to go through. And I'll also put these little eyelets inside there. So that's what we're going to do next here. Folks, I drilled a little pilot hole right here down and into the dowel, and then I put that there. So that's going to be our bridge. Alright, the next thing I'm doing is I'm basically measuring out to about 25 inches, and that is where the nut is going to be placed. And I basically am using 25 inches because I got that from the GB Giddy and Shane Spiel information. Alright, you can see here that I drilled a pilot hole, and basically we're going to put this other screw in there, and that is going to act as the nut. I've made a little mark, and that little mark is just a couple inches down from what acts as the bridge there, and that little mark is right there, so I'm going to pre-drill that hole. Alright, I tried to drill a smaller hole because it just looked like this was going to be too different size than the 1/8, even though it says that it's 1/8. So I ended up switching over to a 1/8 drill bit, and I'm going to re-drill that hole to make it a little larger. Little 1/8 hole did the trick, so I'm just going to kind of put that in there and tap it into place. And we got that, and then we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Once I grab another one. And just put that right in spot there, and give it a tap tap, and that's going to hold the bottom of our string eventually. Alright, we got our hole drilled on the upper end here. And I'm going to just put that little piece in there. That one dropped right in, didn't even have to tap it. Hopefully it's not going to drop out when I turn it around. It is a different brand. And then we'll just pop the other side in, and we'll be close to ready to putting the string on there. Well, there we go. It fell out. I guess I better put the other brand in there. Okay, just to prove that this is a low-end production there, what I did is I actually put a toothpick in there to kind of give it a little bit more grab. The next part, I'm not sure if I put the string on first or should I put my makeshift tuner on there first. So I'm kind of trying to decide that right now. Well, I'm not really sure if you can see how far down this goes. That thing is pretty fine, but this is the end of where the string is, and then the the wire piece that would wrap around the tuner is right there, but it's much further down from the nut than I thought it would have been, so I'm glad that I put that in there first. And now I'm gonna measure that up and put it in. Dexterity test going on here, but essentially what I'm doing is I've taken that eyelet and I'm gonna basically put it right to the end of where this goes when it's at its longest, so that when I tighten it, it pulls down quite a bit. Just want to set it when it's at its most open setting is the big picture. Alright, this is basically what I'm going to use as a tuning post. This part here is what the string will wrap around, and I've just got to tighten this down. I did drill a pilot hole for that, and then basically the guitar string is going to come out of here, down onto that eyelet, and then when I tighten this nut here, it will pull this way to make the string more taut. But for right now, I need to tighten it up. This comes up through here. We thread it across this screw, and then over that screw as well, and then back down to the underside here. And unfortunately that thing fell out again. Got a little temporary setback here. The string has broken twice, and basically I was running up over this, what's acting as the nut, and bringing it through here, and it was doubling down to connect onto this. And then when you tighten this up, it pulled on the string. The problem is you can't really wrap that metal string around here well enough that it holds real secure. And then when you tighten it up, essentially last time it snapped here, and the second time it snapped up here where it comes out. So temporary setback for now, but we'll be back at it again. I might have to break down and just put an actual tuner on there like they do at CB Giddy. Thanks. Okay, I couldn't quite figure out how to make this little loop and eyelet work, so what I did is I switched over to using 2 clevis pins, and basically the guitar string wraps into this first one, and then I can spin it with the clevis pin and then brace it against the other. So no ability to fine tune, but it does give the ability to tune. So there's the whole diddly bow. There's the tuning assembly. There's the nut. I got little marks made, which are theoretically a couple of harmonics, and then it comes down and I got the cigar box itself with the little hole to give it amplification. That would be the nut right there, and then it just is braced on the underside of this. So now there's nothing on the back side of it any longer. It's just, there's the guitar string where it goes in. There's nothing really there on the back, and that was where I had that original assembly put in, and I had to take it out, and I just drilled 2 holes all the way through for those clevis pins. So there is the finished diddly bow, and it makes, obviously that's not very in tune, but you can kind of pluck it and play with the different harmonics, and now I just have to figure out how to make music with it. Anyway, that was the project.